my dear Aquarius. This is a love bonus reading for Libra season, 23rd of September to October 22nd, 2019, with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I am reading them in the order of most watched videos with the highest revenue and likes from previous general reading published for August. And my goal is to do all these 12. My goal was to do all these 12 this weekend before my work week starts again, and I was successful, but I do have a really smashing cold, so you will have to bear with me. So this will be a love reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this is you, it can as well be the person or situation you are dealing with. So use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading. And I will use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis, and I will start shuffling your cards. So when I open your deck here, I see Six of Swords and together with the Fool. So you don't want to be a fool in this situation. So you're trying to move on, okay? You don't want to be, living in an illusion. So I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we see the Hangman together with the Fool. So this is actually good. The Hangman is in the reversed also, so that's even better. It shows that you are ready to take whatever consequences that will come out of your next step, like what you want to do, whatever it is. So no more thinking about it. You will go and do it. So I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And here we see a 9 of Cups together with the Fool in the reversed. So it might be that you feel that your friends is not really your friends, or the group you're with doesn't really have your back. So that's why you feel you don't want to be the fool to these people. So I call the 6 elements. And here we have, coming back and forth, 2 of Cups together with the Fool card. So 2 of Cups, it shows a situation where there has been some kind of injustice or imbalance in the relationship, where one loved maybe more than the other person. And it's kind of indicating that it might have been you, okay? So 6 elements. Earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aquarius viewers. So I want my dear Aquarius to have love in their lives, the Fool again, and so we need to be careful so that this with the longing to not get fooled doesn't make us stuck, and so we are not able to do anything, like we are stifled with fear, because maybe if we do that we will make a mistake and make a fool of ourselves, or if we trust that person they can betray us and we are a fool. So that can make you stuck. But what I saw with the Hangman in the reverse and the Fool in the upright position is that you have a chance here to change this, if this is your pattern a little bit. So you can do things differently now and you will be supported. 2 of Wands with the Judgment. So you have this fear when you're making decision that it would be the wrong one. So you might go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and kind of pestering yourself a little bit in the process, not really being helpful towards yourself, supporting yourself through this process. So you're very suspicious, but maybe rightly so. 9 of Wands can be a little bit hard to trust. It's like they are a bumblebee going from flower to flower, never sticking with any project. And you want to cut this irresponsible energy. It's not irresponsible per se. It's like a person that wants to have fun and wants to live their life fully. So they don't want to be weighed down by rules or a lot of responsibility. So they want to, a little bit like the Fool, going from thing to thing and just enjoying life. And you feel maybe that these people lack structure, or they're not to be trusted, or maybe there's a part of you that you don't trust, like that you feel that one side of you is reckless and can do whatever, like something strange suddenly. Aquarius is kind of known for wanting control, and maybe you need to get a little bit out of control. And I don't mean in a bad way, but actually you need to take some risks if your life is going to move on. Okay, so tune in. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and we have a Four of Cups in the reverse. So a person that doesn't want to take what offers being given because you don't know if it's going to come with like a twist that someone is going to make you disappointed, or like they're nice on the surface, but then there will be betrayals and lies and stupid things in the behind. So you think that people are snakes or they are not trustworthy. So even if they come and being nice, you think that, well, I can't trust this person. And it's obviously that you have had a lot of proof of this, that it is like this. But you give away control to the people that have hurt you in the past when you fear hurt also in the future, because then you have no future. You're just staying, in nothingness. And here we have the old bottom of the deck, and it's a Six of Cups in the reversed. So it's some kind of wound from your childhood here, where you have lost confidence in yourself, or someone may have made fun of you, and they made fun of you in a situation where you were right. So that's worse. Okay, they might have made you feel ridiculous or hurt you in some way when you kind of felt that you were onto something or you were right, but they were laughing at you or whatever. So, and that has repeated in smaller and bigger scenarios. And the laughing doesn't have to be laugh. It can just be a person trying to take advantage of you, and you won't have that. You don't want to tolerate that because you don't want to be fooled, and no one wants to be fooled, of course. What's on your conscious mind about them? This is the situation itself. This is what's on their conscious mind about you. And this is your feelings towards them. The bond between you. And this is their feelings towards you. And this is your behavior and attitudes towards them. This is the outcome, and this is their behaviors and attitudes towards you. So we'll start with the situation, and we have a Page of Coins in the reverse. So it's someone in this equation that doesn't want to invest, or you are fearful that they don't want to invest, so you don't want to invest though. So no one will invest. If no one is brave enough to show that they want to take a chance of this situation, there's not going to be any situation. But I think it might be good to practice getting fooled, to practice like being trusting, and then when person proved to not be trustworthy, you just move on. It doesn't have to hurt you. It can be just, okay, so that person wasn't trustworthy, so I move on with my life. I think you make too big a deal of it because you want to have control and you want to know that a person is trustworthy. But they can be trustworthy or they are not trustworthy. The only one you really need to trust is yourself. So if you can trust yourself to be able to cope with a person not being trustworthy and be able to handle that situation in a wise manner, you can trust them. Because when they prove to be not trustworthy, you can take care of the situation in a very grown-up manner. But here, no one wants to invest because no one trusts. Okay, so this is what's on your conscious mind about them. Four of Swords, you're trying to not think of them at all. You're trying to make them into nothing, that they mean nothing for you. So every time you think about them, you try to think of something else. So I'm thinking about this song, Remember to Forget You. I'll write it down. Remember to forget. When I put my notes down in the paper, it's not good. Okay. So you're just trying to get over it, to heal, to kind of heal yourself, make your inside kind of in balance again. So it's a good thing. So this is how you deal with people that was not trustworthy. Okay, so you're already learning. This is great. Okay, so this is what's on their conscious mind about you. And we have justice in the reverse, so they think you are unfair, and they're probably obsessing a little bit about this, that maybe you have accused them for something, or you have put them in a certain, you know, box, like this is how you are, and they feel that this is unfair. It might also be other things that have happened, but it seems like there was a chance for you two to make something nice together to show loyalty, but instead you ignore them, and they feel that you're unfair. And this is the common energies, and we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So this is again not wanting to be fooled. We don't want to be like one of the choices here, like an illusion, thinking that this person will come home to us after dinner, but really they are going home to someone else, like being the snake a little bit. With the Seven of Cups in the reverse, it shows that you are not ready to accept this. You don't want a person in your life that's deceptive. That's good. But if you like a person, and you know, you have no reason to not trust them, you should trust them until they show proven to be not trustworthy. So I think that's the thing that you can practice a little bit on. And here with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, it's like you have seen through an illusion, and now you are ignoring the situation because you think that it was just an illusion. This is your feelings towards them, and we have a Five of Swords in the reverse, so you don't even want to fight for this anymore. It's like you have cut them out with scissors and, you know, erased their name, burn all their photos. Really try to, you are not going to be the one reaching out, that's for sure. And this is on their feelings towards you, and it's the Eight of Wands, and I feel it's kind of restless. I think they want to reach out to you and tell how unfair you have been in this situation, and with unfair they probably feel wrongfully accused, okay, but they are not going to. So both people are equally stubborn here, so no one is going to reach out, and it's understandable if it has been a betrayal. What's there to talk about? Nothing. If we feel like the other person didn't have our back, then there's no relationship. So seems logic. Your behavior and attitudes towards them. And we have a Hermit in the reverse, so you feel very lonely. You feel very lonely with this situation, and it feels very lonely when you can't trust people. But I think the divine is just trying to, you know, help you make a less of a deal of this. You're making it too big of a deal, so it becomes like the common story in your life. People betray you. If you would, you know, be less like, okay, so he did that, she did that, I'm moving on, and you don't make it to such a big deal that no one is allowed to fool you. It's like an ego thing a little bit, that no one is allowed to fool you. We all get fooled, and we all do foolish things, and it's okay. It says nothing about our soul, but our ego has a very hard time taking to be humiliated. It doesn't like it at all. So this is actually a way for the divine to strip you of your ego and make you, you know, trust people until they are proven not trustworthy. So that's what you do, and then you handle the situation. It's not going to kill you if it's not like you have let in a murderer in your home or a burglar or something. But but in generally speaking, I think you are supposed to practice on being betrayed and not taking it as hard as you might have done, taking more control over your life instead of trying to control this relationship. It's not possible. You can't control these relationships. It's not possible to control them. You can't read another person's mind if you're not a mind reader. So people will have secrets, and they will do things that you don't like, and they will do it sometimes behind your back. And the important thing here is to build a relationship where we have mutual trust and mutual understanding, and that is worth so much. So it takes a lot for a person to break that trust. So the important thing is to build trust, not to be suspicious so you will never get fooled, but to actually build trust so people don't want to fool you. Okay, And this is their behaviors and attitudes towards you. And we have a 9 of Cups here. So, I think it feels like they are a little bit selfish, like they don't understand at all your situation, and they don't understand what the fuss is about, and they're kind of thinking you are making a big deal out of this, and that you're unfair, and they are waiting for you to come around and speak to them, and it seems like they would speak to you, but they will still be a little bit like distance, because this is the Hermit, here's the Hermit, but you are more distant than them with the Hermit in reverse. But I think you feel lonely also with this person. You feel lonely because they're a little bit selfish, to be honest. Maybe you can change, and maybe you need to look at the red flags like early on in the relationship and see that, okay, what kind of qualities does this person have? Do they put like the relationship and me first, or themselves first always? That can be a red flag, because this seems like such a person that would put themselves first always. And they, as soon as you have an opinion, they are thinking you are unjust and that you should like be quiet. So it doesn't seem like a person that really understands you. So why did you choose to be with this person in the first place? If it's your parents or relatives or children, it's understandable. But then I think we need to have higher demands in this relationship. And, you have a say in this too. So the outcome, and we have a 7 of Swords in the reverse. So the lucky thing here is maybe that the person that have behaved badly, this will backfire on them eventually. So whoever, did the bad thing will have bad karma. So it's when you dig a pit for others and you yourself fall into that pit. So that's the 7 of Swords in the reversed. So that's good. Okay. So we like it when universe takes the responsibility of us, and we don't have to be the one that punished this person. Okay. So I hope it will come some other cards, because this has come a great deal, but it's fine. We can have the same. So this is for you, your heart chakra, and it's trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So when you don't make a big deal of if you can trust the person or not, like, do I trust this person now? No. Okay, so don't make friends with them. And do you want to trust them, or do they show, trustworthy personal qualities? Maybe you can try and trust them. And if they prove not trustworthy, then you deal with this that day. You don't have to, as we say in Sweden, we say, don't paint the devil on the wall. So by thinking everyone will betray you, you're painting the devil on the wall, and then they are betraying you. So you're creating this cycle yourself. And this is the common energy between you two. And it says soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So I don't feel like this person really have to be your soulmate. But I think that if you have a more positive attitude and have the ability to dream a little bit bigger, instead of constantly dreaming about this person betraying you, you can dream about finding a person that doesn't betray you, like a loyal person. So maybe the soulmate will come. It might be that this person is your soulmate too, but your dreams is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance, manifesting miracles. So I think that this person kind of wants the same thing as you, but since you are more going on hunches and guesses than actually talking with each other, you don't really know each other, and then it's very easy to become enemies. But that was kind of a forgiving card. I think they want a miracle with you. It's just that you haven't given them any instruction for how to deal with you. So if the person isn't perfect from the get-go, you need to tell them how to become a better person. And they can't do this without you telling them. You can't be like, another stupid person, and then out the door. That's why we have a relationship, is to learn and to to become better, and we need other people to tell us when we're doing something wrong. Okay, so my dear Aquarius, I hope this helped. I want you to take really good care. Next time I will have a reading up is in the middle of September for the October general reading. So hope to see you then. Bye bye.